Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Right, this is the reading that I've been had on my books since early last week. That finally getting to, because when the time is right, my boys tell me, or my guides, I shouldn't say boys because I've got Savashin there as well. When my guides tell me the time is right, the time is right. So, using the Lightseers Tarot, and it is entertainment only for legal reasons, I want to have a look at when I'm talking. Okay, thank you. I'm just trying to think how to word this. I want to have a look at what is behind. Oh, and I've got two tens as I split the deck, and I'll talk about it, the two tens in a second. The misogynistic backlash that's happening, that's becoming I mean, it's always been there, but it's becoming really, really visible and apparent at the moment. So when I'm talking about misogynistic, it's not just men, and it's not all men at all. Most men are absolutely beautiful, beautiful community and supportive members, but there seems to be a ramping up of the aggressive um, toxic, misogynistic energy at the moment. And I'm talking about the Andrew Tates and what was his name, Tommy Robinson, and these elements, the Elon Musks, etc., of the world. They're just the visible ones. There's a lot of the invisible behind the scenes that's coming forward. What's happening also is that in Australia now, I'm not quite sure whether it's just that there's more reporting, but there seems to be an increase of domestic violence occurring, whether it's just women. I think it's a mixture of both, that women are finally having the strength, women supporting women to stand up against this, and men supporting women to stand up against this and say no more. But what's happening is it's those that are the perpetrators are becoming more aggressive and violent in their actions. And so what I really want to have a look at what is behind this, what appears to be an increase. And I think it's double-edged sword. It's first of all women and supportive men saying no more. So therefore there is an increase in the aggression, and I just want to have a look at in regards to all this. And and I've got the two tens as I split the deck to start shuffling. It's very much end of cycle. No more women walking away from. Absolutely, women walking away from, and an emotional support bringing about this ending as well. So it, it's in part also for those that have been watching me for a little while now, when I was talking about Usha Vance, the narcissistic masculine energy. In my first, and here, the Star of Hope and Healing, huge, walking away, and the Star of Hope and Healing and possibilities going forward. I had been married before, married when I was 19 to the most charming of people. Talk about a complete narcissist. Once they have you under their control, they are literally energy vampires. The more that you try and make things work, the more they despise you. They just suck you dry, use you as a doormat, until eventually you reach a point where you break, can't stand this anymore, get away from them, hopefully. But they can't understand why you would leave. It's that sort of energy. So I want to have a look at now what I really got, because gosh, there's a lot of wonderful men out there, wonderful men that are supportive. They are the majority. But what I really get is there's been this incredible shift over since the 60s and 70s, with the introduction of contraception, the introduction of social security, the introduction of women having rights within their own right, to actually open a bank account of their own. Holy crumbs, to actually own property on their own. That was, I mean, we're only talking about the 70s here. That was not that long ago. And what's happened since then is that we've been having this increase in demanding equality. We don't necessarily want better, demanding of equality. And what I'm really getting when I was thinking about this throughout the week is I got as clear as anything why I was asking, well, why is there's this rise in this aggressive misogynistic attitude? And it's because what I got told clear as day was it's because there is a realization that women do not need men anymore. I'm not talking about want, I'm talking about need. See, there's now IVF, women can have children on their own. We still need, a bit of a donor there, but women can have children on their own. They can choose to have children on their own. They can choose to have high-powered careers and earn their own money and how to spend it. They have this choice now. And what's happening is that the energies that I'm really feeling is that there is an element in the male world, and some women are in this energy as well, that there's been this really dramatic shift of we don't actually need them. If women choose to be in a relationship, we can choose to be in that relationship because we want to be there. We don't have to be there anymore. So once upon a time when there wasn't social security, if you were in an abusive relationship and you had children, you could not leave because there was no financial support for you. And JD Vance wants to take us back there. I'm just putting it out there. That's where the Republican, the MAGA, ultra right conservatives want to take us back there, where you cannot leave. It's very much about control, emperor control, my way or the highway. But this is a new beginning, a new time where women are stepping into their truth, their reality, their wisdom, their justice. But there are still some steps that need to be taken. So that's what I'm really getting is what is behind what appears to be a rise and a pushback. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's about women having the choice to be in a relationship because they want to be there, not because they have to or need to be there. And there is an element that cannot cope with that, that they actually have to change themselves. They cannot cope with losing the control, losing their pedestal, so to speak. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the energy behind. Goodness. Yeah, I am using the right deck, but they're just going, do we really have to do it with this beautiful deck? Yes, we do. Show me the energy behind this, the women. I'm going to say from the women's point of view. Okay, that feels better. And we want that card. The energy behind the women. Okay. And it's women supporting women. I mean, in the past, it's been very much a divide and conquer energy as well. Yeah, we are, especially the young women, are coming forth with this new energy of opportunity, this new, and it is a page, but this is very much about presenting the new opportunity, where women, young girls, can dream big and work hard to bring about their own futures. Love it. Absolutely love it. It is new start stuff, new beginning, where they are in charge of their own destiny. And it's taking some out of left field, where there is an element of the male population that feel like they have been sliced in half and do not know how to cope with it. This comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of integrity. It comes from a place of possibility. But there is an element, and it is a new beginning. That's appears to have come out of left field because we have gone through, 2,000 plus years of men having an element of men, not all men. Instead of using the word men, I'm going to say misogynists, because it's very, very much not all men. It's about the misogynists have been in control for 2,000 plus years, and they are no more. So they've found themselves unable to understand why they've suddenly been cut down, had cut off at the knees. But it is about changing into this new energy. Okay, it's taken some of them unexpectedly. Okay, the energies behind the scenes is, okay, the Hermit. Women for so long we have so much to offer. I mean, you only have to think about back to, 150 years where there was a concern about women travelling on trains because their uterus would not be able to cope with the speed. It's like, um, uh, just think back to all the crazy notions that were brought forward to keep women under the thumb. We we have so much more to offer. This is the energies behind it. We are coming down off this isolated position and taking the steps forward on our own paths of destiny. And that is causing a lot of anxiety amongst a certain element as we are stepping out into the spiritual light. Absolutely. It's causing a lot of anxiety. Goodness me, I feel incredibly lightheaded at the moment. It is about stepping forward with a new message, a new plan, a new passion, a new way of doing. I know this is a king, but for me, kings are about externally doing, queens are internally. Women are stepping forward with really powerful, fiery energy in regards to careers, in regards to what we want for our future. And we have the strength at our back, the feminine strength, the feminine support at our back. Yeah, it is about balance. It is about yin and yang being in balance. We're not demanding more, we just want equal. And it is about balancing that is coming forth, causing an anxiety amongst some. Yeah, the karma hanging over, no longer accepting the restriction, looking in the mirror and realizing the restrictions are self-imposed. There is no physical, actual restriction. It is self-imposed by the story that we are told. And the other karma hanging over it is the devil energy. This is about the divergence path, about do we continue on with the same old, don't demand better, don't take the unknown path of possibilities. Do we just continue on with the same old, because it's the easy path? But it leads to nothing but despair. We are at this divergence point at the moment. I know it feels like we've been battling it for the last, what are we looking at, 50 years? But we are at this divergence point where we're here at the moment and we can continue down this same old, brings nothing but despair, or we can take path of the unknown towards the something new. Now, the path of the unknown has what appears to be obstacles and challenges in it of things that need to be overcome. But once we hit those obstacles and challenges, the path forward seems to flatten out. We take the initial action that's required, still need to take action, but it's not the stairs anymore. It's the smoother path. So this is the karma over this particular point in time. Yeah, it is about controlling our own destinies as women and supportive men, but it's also about the misogynistic wanting to retain control. Women realizing that we have options, vast options. Sitting back and looking at those options, and they options holding on to the dreams and bathing in the light of that dream and healing and hope and broadening our horizons and seeing the future. And the future is good. Love it. Oh, goodness me, I feel so relaxed now. And then we have the feminine energy of protection and healing and connection with Mother Nature, connection with community. Beautiful, beautiful energy. It's time to hop on our bike and bring this about. And here we have our legacy, community, family, society. So such a difference, yeah, in energy. A new beginning, connection with spirit, intuitive, bringing forth a new beginning in regards to this bringing forth. These are beautiful cards because it is next cycle. Absolutely, next cycle. And it's very much, we've got the masculine energy. It is about women and supportive men unfurling from this what seems like a safe space but really restrictive position to pick up the key and unlock the door towards this future. And it is our choice. It's our destiny, but also our choice. We can choose to stay in this darkness or we can choose to move into the light. The sword has been drawn. The sword is being drawn to this balanced future going forward. Oh, I loved how that ended. It was awful energy to start with, but I love how that ended. Okay, but I'm going to put this deck aside because I don't want to taint it. I want to have a look. I'm going to use my own cards in regards to this, the storytelling cards, in regards to how, I'm just going to say the misogynists are going to react to this. This is the energy that in the future, they're done. As I split the deck, going into the future, it's an ending for them. Either change or you're done. Okay, so how it's a hard change for I'm not excusing. I just not accept. Then it's not going to be accepted anymore. This energy. I'm not excusing. I'm just saying they don't know how to. I'm going to say function. The word I'm getting is function in this new society that's coming quite rapidly. So let's have a look. How is, I've got the future card again. Future again. Going into the future, they'll find themselves significantly reduced. So, if you like these cards, it's in the ... more. You can find a link to Etsy. Don't feel obliged in any way. I'm not here flogging them. It's just if they resonate with you. Okay, how going into how are the misogynists? Show me the energy of the misogynists going forward. You want that? Okay, the energy of the misogynists. You want that one? Yeah, that one there. Oh, okay. Interesting first card. Finding themselves in poverty consciousness, okay? Because I'm going to say their power of who they are is wound up, is intricately tied to externally. They're going to find themselves in a poverty consciousness. Magic happens, a lot of noise as the balance comes forth, as there is balance. I also like how they're sort of exiting the scene with this, taking their darkness with them. Okay, let's see where this goes. Documents and contracts, so there's more protections, legislation in the main male or the leadership position taken by leaders. Oh, thank you. In regards to, I'm not going to say there's not restriction, but there's more protection and regulation in regards to men, I'm going to say. Okay, see where this goes. We've got the feminine energy is the key to happiness. There's truth around that. Okay, yes, I have to chuckle because there's a saying called happy wife, happy life. However, I do notice with this younger generation, no wifey thing about it. It's very much, well, if I say de facto relationships, but I think that's going by, that term is going by the way, because when you say de facto means sort of in replacement of. It's not an in replacement of the relationships that these young people, these especially young women, 10, 20-year relationships, children born, they just don't see the point of having a piece of paper. They're in committed relationships. So just let's call it relationships. The fate and destiny. Love it. That is the destiny going for into the future. But we've got the dark energy. The dark energy is a lost cause. The dark energy is a lost cause, and they're telling me spot on. They're going to find those that are in this dark energy, the destiny of those that in their dark energy, they're just literally going to find themselves reduced. They may also find themselves lost. Okay, I'm going to say they're going to find themselves lost. And the bullseye, spot on. It's going to be a convoluted path for those that are in this energy to try and find their way out of this darkness, because they're going to find themselves at a loss, because this movement forward is the destiny. Because I was asking about the misogynists, they're going to find themselves at a loss and confused, convoluted, confronted, difficult to find their way out. Slow, something slow, the slow intertwining is based in, and the fear, okay, of this, okay, of this energy. The attaching themselves to the devil energy, foreign, ruling, is flipping. Oh, as their alien rule. Okay, they're going to find themselves alienated. Thank you. Love it when my guides come forward. They're going to find themselves alienated in regards to rule, because it's changed. It's flipped. So the slow unintertwining is going to be based in fear, because they're just going to find it alien. We've got gossips and secrets up. I think this is just sharing the message. Sharing the message up. Security on the home front. It is time, and it is international. We've got positive energy here as there is the destruction of the restrictions. Oh gosh, love it. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take a lot of money. Does not surprise me. And it's also going to take a leap of faith that we can have it all. Huge bravery. Now, I'm not against, this is not against men. I'm talking about the misogynist element here. It's going to be a reduction of this energy, this small energy, because it belongs in the past. We've got love, a difficult message for some to hear. Their future is not yet written. They have their choice. This is about rebuilding unity and diversity and joy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to say there's going to be an element that are going to find it really difficult. They're just not going to have a choice. It's what I'm getting. We are not going back. They're not going to have a choice. And they're going to find it difficult. They're going to find themselves in a place of poverty consciousness. They're going to find themselves in a place of loss because women are just saying no more. And they're going to find it very confusing. I'm just going to say they're going to find it very confusing. However, there weren't nasty cards there. They're just going to find themselves caught in that devil energy and say, change or perish is what I'm being told. Change or perish. Adapt or die, basically, is the message that my guides are giving me. Okay, so that's actually really positive. Yeah, supportive, positive. It's going to get ugly in the interim as there is the disbelieving pushback, but it is all systems go forward to a equal, balanced, and this comes back very much to finding ourselves within ourselves. So that when we come into a relationship, we are coming in both sides, male and female, and any shade in between. When we go into we go into a relationship as a full and complete person. And this is about being in relationships because we want to be there, not because we need to, not because we're trying to find somebody to fix us or be our other half. This is about relationships where we come in as two complete individuals, and it's really positive. Okay, love to you all. Take care.